Run it back.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets on Thursday night primetime.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
Wilson going to come out throwing. And that is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Deontay Hardy back deep. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Play action. Now it's Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And this time he's in for a Buffalo touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Allen now on first down. His throw incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And it's caught. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Now Wilson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, Wilson. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. The give now to Abanikanda. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again. and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Again, it's Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And now they'll throw with Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
2nd and 9. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. Still going inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And New York set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Wilson. Oh, and an injured member of the offense there. It's the quarterback, Zach Wilson, in some distress. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's the backup SAPIEN. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now SAPIEN. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 4th down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. SAPIEN incomplete on 1st. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. SAPIEN wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 42 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Jets 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. James Cook running back out now.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On first down, Allen.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cook up the gut. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Simeon. He'll find Lazard here over the middle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Simeon. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Simeon. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Simeon. Looking left side, and it's complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, quick slant to Shakir. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Finding Knox there, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. John Franklin Myers, the run in there to drop him.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Hall on a give up the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd down, here's Abanikanda. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
from the 46. Here's second and a couple. To the air, Allen. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 3.
Throwing is Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. But one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Down the left sideline.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Ball start.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Lazard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And now out come the Bills.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight.
Pass to 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run it again with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start the drive with Cook, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
141 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis
from 8 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return is Gibson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now it's Wilson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's complete to Cobb. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Time to ground it out now with Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They run the counter with Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And the Jets will take over.
New York set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And check down, complete to Hall.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.